All right, stop and give me 25. This is a 3-part combination exercise. It's going to give you some really good leg and glute work, as well as some hinge work thrown in without actually taking you through all the hinge cues. So I'm sneaking this in. And then it's going to also give you some T-spine mobility. I'm so sorry about this glaring makeup stain here that didn't wash off. Okay. So all we need is a chair or a bench, but don't get too excited, all right? It's going to require some concentration and strength. That's the whole point of doing the exercises. If it were easy, then, you know. All right, so I'm gonna show you from the side first, and then I'll show you from the front. We just need a chair or a bench. Once again, if your chair has got wheels, make sure it's propped up against something sturdy so you don't roll back, okay? Each combo, the whole combo represents 1 rep, and I'm going to give you the option to take out the part number 3. All right, so let's go through the setup, and then we'll go through cues. So the setup is we want to have the feet fairly close to the edge of that chair. That's going to be pretty important. Now your knees are fairly wide, definitely outside of your pelvis. The feet are going to be about 30 degrees out. Okay, once that's set up, we have cues. The number 1 cue is that we want to just keep our spine nice and long and neutral. So head to tailbone alignment, nice and tall, nice and straight. Go ahead and engage your core. That's going to help you throughout and prevent you from arching or rounding, okay? This here is our starting and ending position. We're going to move within the space created between the knees, okay? So the very first part, I'll run through it with you. The first part is to hinge forward and reach down to the floor. Second part is going to be taking one elbow and pressing out to the inside of the knee while the other hand goes behind the head and rotates. And you will repeat on the other side. Third part is the part that you may want to take out if it's too difficult, and maybe don't do this in the office. You're going to raise that bum up, okay, off that chair, and this funny looking bum in the air crouching position, but you'll feel intense contraction on the back of your legs and your glutes, and keeping that core on, and then break it back down, bring the bum back down, and sit up. That was 1 rep. All right, so let's break it down. The hinge part. So you want to take your hand right in that fold, that crease on the top of your thighs, and when you hinge, you should be trying to close that gap, okay? That would be the first thing. It could also help you to have your eyes look ahead on the floor, but don't reach your hand forward because that will give you a tendency to also crank your chin forward. Just don't crank your chin in any manner. Subconsciously, we're thinking that's going to help us get closer, but all we really want is to focus on closing this gap, okay? Bringing our body in between the space of our thighs and getting to the floor, okay? So that's the hinge. So again, keeping your core on, spine neutral, long and aligned. Number 2 was to take one elbow and press out on the inside, okay? So you should actually press hard enough to have a little movement of that knee opening out even further. The other hand, you have 2 options. You could take it behind the head and rotate that chest. That's a little bit easier. If you have it available to you, you could raise the arm, okay? Externally rotate that thumb and look up, and you would repeat on the other side. Here, here. Now number 2, you have the option to be fingertips to the floor. If you have it available to you, hands palms down on the floor, and if you have it available to you, no hands. Just keep everything on, core tight, just lift the bum up. This is where you'll feel that hamstring contraction. Again, keeping that alignment. So now you're looking straight down, your eyes are traveling straight down. Tap it back down, bring it up, nice and neutral. That was 1 rep. Okay. I'm going to show you from the front mostly so you can see about how wide my feet go. So again, have the back of your heels close to the front of your feet. That's so that if you're out front like this, it's going to be hard for you to lift that bum up on the number 3. Also, feel free to take out the number 3 if that's a little bit too difficult. Okay, so close, wide, so your body can fit inside. Okay, as far as the elbow, you'll see the elbow also fits inside this distance, and you'll be pressing out like so. Okay, when we do that rotation. Okay, and the hinge, again, notice that even though my eyes are ahead on the floor, okay, my chin or my neck doesn't move. Okay, so right here you should also feel some engagement on the back of your legs. Keep that core on tight, okay, as you hinge. So we don't want this, okay, right here. All right, and then I'll show you the lift off from from the front. Hands or no hands, you just lift that up, get that nice contraction, bring it down. Okay, again, that spine doesn't arch or curve throughout the entire exercise. All right, give me 25 or however many you can do. Go for it.